Charles Dickens said, procrastination is the thief of time. Collar him. Have you collared your thief yet? Coming up in this video, some strategies for INFPs to understand why we procrastinate and what to do about it. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, where I help INFPs to find their spark and live a life of meaning and purpose. A lot of this comes through personality type, but there are also strategies from other domains of life, other teachings that we can bring in to understand procrastination, understand focus, motivation, and then we can weave in our personality type and our cognitive functions, which if that's too much for you, if you don't understand cognitive functions and that jargon, you might want to check out this video here. But those are the characters within your psyche, your mental questing party that are there to seek your dragons, to get the treasures, to save the princess, or whatever it may be. And when we're talking about procrastination, some of the main aspects for it, and I'll just get right to it here. First, it's either you don't want to do it, like my taxes or something, like cleaning the house. I don't want to do it, so I'm going to procrastinate against it. Okay, I'm going to find ways of getting distracted, of doing other things, of losing track of time, and then, oh, wait, so I didn't have time to do it. Not with taxes, though. That's a different thing. Some of this might come from the Enneagram 9 type within me. If you're a 9, you might understand what I'm talking about, too. We tend to conveniently forget little things that we should be doing. And we leave this trail of unfinished quests because we don't want to do them. The other thing is we want to do it. We want to write that book. We want to finish that art piece. We want to learn how to dance or play the guitar, but it's just, I don't know where to start. It's too big. And so within those two, there are strategies that we can invoke, things that we can do to make it easier for us. So first up, looking at the I don't want to do it aspect, just something that you don't want to do. You're not going to want to do everything in life. Sorry to break that to you. Not everything is going to be aligned with stuff that you want to do. That is not fun. It sucks. I understand. But if you got to do it, you got to do it. So you might as well leverage your emotions, leverage your imagination. So your introverted feeling, your soul, your values, what's important to you, the hero of your story that's saying, this is what I want. This is aligned with my life. I want to do it. Let's go. And the brainstorming, imaginative aspect, extroverted intuition, your innovating explorer character, the one that's like, let's just go. Let's see what's out there. Let's push buttons, pull levers. Let's set sail on a ship just to go to the other side of the horizon and see what's over there. If you put both of those two together, you can find something that will motivate you to get the stuff done that you don't necessarily want to do. Whether it's like, I know that if I clean my house, then I will feel better about the situation. I will feel like this is my place. This is my home. And using your imagination to future forecast or to predict different contexts, different situations that would come out of that is something that we can do and we are good at it. Put your heart in these other different positions. The you that did do it, the you that didn't do it, the you that did it so much better than you even could have imagined, the you that actually kind of recruited somebody else to help you, and you had fun cleaning and talking together at the same time. If you do that, you get a bunch of different options, different ideas, different ways of doing it, and you're also, motivating yourself through your emotions and through what's important to you. Don't forget to use those important aspects of your personality for doing everything, for doing all the things. Make sure you bring in what you are good at and find different ways of mapping it across to other aspects of your life. If you're good at it, like don't just be like, I'm good at it over here only, but I'm good at it, so I'm going to put it in every aspect of my life. And that second one was things are too big. I don't know which step to take. It's too daunting. It's scary. I want somebody to guide me, to lead me, to teach me what to do step by step. Well, our inferior function, extroverted thinking, this strategizing commander within our psyche is a bit of a maverick. They tend to just break off from the group like Raphael from the Ninja Turtles and just go do something else for a little while. And you're like, come back, please. I need organization and strategy and resource management and delegation in my life. And yet it's going to do that. And so finding ways of appreciating that aspect of yourself, training it, giving it more XP, leveling up your commander by practicing, by intentionally scheduling things, by organizing things in a logical way, by practicing cause and effect thinking and creating contingency plans and seeing, well, how long is this going to take? How much money would it take? How much people, resources would it take? What's the ROI? What's the return on investment of this choice, of this action? And just giving that commander some time to be present in your life instead of, no, I hate this. I'm not going to schedule things. I like being spontaneous. You can't hold me down, dad. I was going to say grandma, but that's kind of weird. Um, and and just thinking of ways that you can bring that commander energy into your life and appreciate it instead of just hating on it all the time. Instead of always fighting against money or the man or these external projections of your extroverted thinking inside of you. Well, use it, utilize it, bring it onto the team. How much better would your life be if you were focused and aligned? You had all of your characters going in the same direction. If that does sound good to you, go to poha.geekpsychology.com. That's Path of Heroes Academy, POHA, and learn about all of these 8 different characters, no matter your personality type. And you can create characters with us that are aligned with who you are as a person and have conversations with these parts of yourself. Utilize them for problem solving, decision making, improving relationships, and just your life holistically developed through understanding these 8 core heroes. And so with this thing being too big for us to parse to figure out how to do it, you need to break it down into smaller steps. So if something feels too daunting, too scary, too big, well, it's because usually we're looking at it through this huge perspective of like, what are all the effects and impacts of this? And how does it affect me? How does it affect my friends and family and future me and past me and linear me and all these other different versions of me. And it becomes overwhelming. So break it down, take it chunk by chunk, know that each step is going to get you somewhere. And then you have to readjust, just like a car, just like driving. You don't push the button and just sit back unless you're doing automated cars. And I guess that's beyond this metaphor. But you need to course correct. If you're walking somewhere, sometimes you go a little bit this way, sometimes you go a little bit that way. And you got to turn, you got to go this way. Maybe you meet somebody, stop for a little while, talk, and go somewhere else. It all evolves. We can't plan for everything from step 1, from where you are now. It's not going to work. Things will change. The plan will always have to adapt. And our extroverted thinking commander is not often too skilled at that. And we have a little, quite a big aspirational sense of just wish I could plan for everything and get my life organized and under control. That's one of the reasons why we don't start, because we don't take those first steps because we want it to be perfect. But if you know that it's not going to be perfect and that you're going to learn more through failure than anything else, that you need to slowly grind through the mobs and minions and little quests in order to get to the dragon, to get to the bigger bosses, well, you just take it all as XP. It's all experience. And it'll be fine. And you can recalibrate. You can adjust. You can scrap certain quests. You can go on different ones. You'll get new gear, get new allies, new loot, new abilities through doing those things, not before doing those things. You don't just start with all the abilities. You have to do stuff to get the XP, to get the understanding, to continue on. And if you just treat it as that, then there is no failure. It's all just a complicated success. You were going this way, something got in the way, had to deal with that, and now you're failing forward or moving back on the right path. Then things are not as daunting, things are not as scary, and you have no need to procrastinate. There's a spider. I was watching this little spider just go down and it had the lights reflecting off of it. It was really weird. I had to finish that thought. So to recap this with all of our functions involved, use your soul, your introverted feeling to motivate you emotionally. Find a purpose, find something big enough that it doesn't matter how you feel about it. You're still going to do it because you really want this thing to happen in your life. You know, for those big goals of like writing a book or doing a music piece or something like that, if you really, you're going to hate me for saying this, if you really wanted it, you would be doing it, but you don't want it bad enough. If you did, you would do it. Tony Robbins has a saying like, if he held a gun up to your family's head, you would do the thing. There would be no hesitation because it's that important. If you don't make it that important, it's going to be hard to force yourself to do these things. So find emotional ways to motivate yourself to do those things that you really should. My favorite way, as you may have heard me talk about before, is to go into your future and look back on your life and say, were you happy that you did what you did? Or do you wish you would have done more? And sit with it. Sit with that feeling and then transmute it into motivation to take the steps that you need. To listen to that commander, extroverted thinking, and implement the lessons that you've taken from your introverted sensing, your guardian. Your guardian's looking into your past and piecing things together. He's got this quest log of all these different things that you've done. So take those, pass them to your commander. The commander needs to learn to take the steps to motivate you to take the steps, do an action and adjust. Do another action, adjust. If those two are working well together and you have your explorer, your extroverted intuition in your party, just allowing you to imagine, well, what would life be like if I did this? What are all the good things that could happen? How would this person do this? How would this person do this? If I were that person in that context, in that situation, what would I be doing to do this even better? Allow your imagination to play with different possibilities. As you're looking for different opportunities, as you're taking steps forward, as you're implementing the past knowledge and experience, and you're motivating yourself with your soul. Is it easy? Is it just like, okay, now I get it. Woo, good. No, but now you have a framework for thinking about it. And you know that if you're not doing it, it's either because you don't want to do it, and maybe you don't have to, maybe you need to motivate yourself and use your characters, or it's just not important to you enough, or you need to break it down into smaller chunks. What's the first smallest thing that you can do to get some momentum? Momentum creates momentum, and then you'll be going towards where you want to be. And just check in. Is this right? Is this wrong? Is this going in the right direction? What did I do today? What did I learn today? What could I do better? And just keep at it. Keep showing up. And you will be rewarding yourself along the way of making decisions that are important to your life. And that is how procrastination stops. And those are some strategies that INFPs can bring into life to accomplish our dreams. If you want more like this, check out this video over here. Sign up for the INFP Masterclass, infp.geekpsychology.com, specifically for INFPs, or Path of Heroes Academy, poha.geekpsychology.com, and you can learn about all 8 different characters and how to bring those into your lives or life. Good luck, have fun. Peace.